Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Team McCall coming with another video. This time we got another ORAS Wi-Fi battle featuring this team with Mega Blastoise on it. And today my opponent has an interesting team here. This is one of the I haven't played against too many Tyrannitars, which is interesting considering how good it is. Another Togekiss. I've come across tons of Togekisses with this Mega Blastoise team. Before, I think I may have come across one, but for some reason I've been coming across a ton. So here in team preview, we can see Tyranitar is probably going to be. It could either be it could be any kind of wall really. They're mostly walls, and even if they're not really trained to be walls with the sand, he's a really good special wall. So even though I was thinking, I was like, do I have any fighting type moves? I don't have any fighting type Pokemon, but luckily I do have Aura Sphere on Blastoise. But that's probably not even going to one-shot him since it's a special attack. So looking here, Stealth Rocks would be nice, but I mean, it's only going to do a little bit to two of his Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and get this battle started now. So against Shiro. So he leads with Ambipom, which is something I should have realized that's what he was going to do. But I really didn't really have anything that wanted to take a Head Smash from Tyrantrum except for Tyranitar. So instead of going for Fake Out, like I was expecting him to go for Fake Out here, and I didn't really think. I just was like, oh yeah, I'll just do this. But he goes straight up for the U-turn, and he gets a critical hit, which is unfortunate because that's extra damage that we don't need to take. And he goes in the Politoed, which was interesting. I went for Dragon Dance, like I said, I wasn't really thinking. But I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go for Dragon Dance. If he doesn't, I'll get a Dragon Dance off. But with all that damage we took, we're not really in the best spot. But I'm like, well, this thing, we're going to be able to knock it out. We're at +1, plus it's 150 base power. We did pick up the knockout, and he was Rocky Helmet, so he might have been the physical wall. So, nice knockout for us. And it wasn't Drizzle, so it's not really a weathered team. And here comes back in the Ambipom. So here I say, oh, I'm just going to stay in. There's no need to switch out or anything. But when he goes for Fake Out, so I say, well, you know what? I'll actually take this bad boy out, just in case. Like I can sack him off later. And here I'm expecting the U-turn, so I go into Togekiss to quad resist, but he goes for the double hit for some reason. So he had to have been predicting that, because I would have outsped him. I'm pretty sure at +1, and he gets the crit, which sucks. But then I dodge his next double hit, and I get an Air Slash off, which is able to pick up the knockout. And we get a crit. I don't think the crit matters since Ambipom has pretty paper defenses. So we got rid of that annoying thing. And he's going to bring in his own Togekiss. So we see it is max speed just like mine. So that's good information. Well, not necessarily. It could be scarfed as well. But so I go back into Tyrantrum here, just kind of to like sack it off. Or actually, no, I will say I looked at my Togekiss's speed, and I saw that Tyrantrum had higher speed than Togekiss. So I'm like, okay, well, if it was a speed tie, I can send this bad boy in and I'll outspeed. But I missed the Head Smash, which I can't complain about. I did dodge a double hit from the Ambipom. It's what happens. So I just go in the Pyro here, and I just go for the Hyper Voice in case he wanted to switch into something. That was just a safer move. So here we're going to see the Tyranitar, which is no surprise. Resist both my stabs, even though I'm locked into Hyper Voice because of the choice specs. So I'm getting the heck out of there, not letting this thing go down. And we're going to go into Torterra here, because here I think would be a good opportunity to set up the Stealth Rocks and also get some damage off on this bad boy. We see this is his Mega Evolution. So it's a very, very cool looking Mega Evolution in my opinion. And he goes for Rock Slide. So he might have been predicting me to switch out into something, because, well, I guess that still was like his stab. But of course he's got Ice Fang. So Torterra goes down without being able to do a thing. So that was unfortunate. And here I decided to go out on the Blastoise, since he won't have anything super effective for me unless he has Thunder Fang. And that would be very, very impressive. So I Mega Evolve here, and I go for the Water Pulse instead of the Aura Sphere, because, like I said, Aura Sphere is not going to knock this thing out. But I wanted to see maybe if I could get a confusion or if he'd switch. But we see it does just under 50%. So this next turn I can go for Aura Sphere and I'll knock him out. And he won't be expecting the Aura Sphere because he thinks, oh, I can live one more. So I go for the Aura Sphere and we're able to pick up the knockout. So that's really nice getting this thing out of the way, as bulky as it is. So, and as you can see, like even if this Blastoise was max special attack, I still wouldn't have been able to one-shot it. So this would have taken 2. So the Raichu comes in, and unfortunately I don't have Torterra anymore, so I can't be immune to any Thunder moves. But he does go for Thunderbolt. It's a nice safe play for him. It's gonna do decent damage. It's about 1/3 of my health. So with leftovers, it's gonna be a guaranteed 4-hit KO. And he goes for Volt Switch here, which I wasn't expecting. That still did some decent damage, bringing us just under 50%. So lucky for us, he does switch into Typhlosion. He might have been predicting a Will-O-Wisp there, but I was going for Toxic just because Toxic would do more damage over time than Will-O-Wisp. So that's really good. We got this thing poisoned, not like it's that big of a wall, but I'm just gonna go get some chip damage off since there's not much I can do since my only attacking move is Ice Beam, or excuse me, Ice Punch. And here he goes for a Lava Plume. So I assume this might be like I get a Pain Split off, which is unfortunate for him. It's gonna bring like and we see it's leftovers, so this thing might also be somewhat of a wall, or just maybe more of like a support Pokemon trying to spam Lava Plume, getting burns, which is fine. I mean, it's just like spamming, well, not necessarily spamming Scalds, but like using Scald to get a burn, using Lava Plume to get a burn. Since that'll be like the best way for him to take this thing out. But I decided I don't want it to get burned at all or anything. And I just have a nice Blastoise sitting in the back that can take a Lava Plume and fire back with a Water Pulse and take care of this thing. So he's gonna fire it off, no burn, and he's gonna get a little bit of leftovers recovery. But now I can one-shot this thing with a Water Pulse. And he's going to end up switching out. I don't really agree with this play because his Typhlosion, his Typhlosion is pretty much going to go down regardless. And at this point, like this Raichu is going to take unnecessary damage right here. You see it takes over 50%, and it goes for a Thunderbolt, which is fine. Like I don't switch out Blastoise because whatever I want to come in, I don't want it to take any unnecessary damage, which in this case is Pyroar. If I switched in Pyroar, I would have taken unnecessary damage. I could have gotten paralyzed, he could have critted me, whatever. So I feel like he should have left his Typhlosion in to die and then got a free switch into his Raichu with full health. So, because I mean, this thing's going down anyway, this is at low health. So, I mean, obviously, that's what you gotta do sometimes, is you gotta realize when your Pokemon is no longer useful, when it's like you may as well just let it go, since like unless if he was like, I mean, the only way he could have justified switching out that Typhlosion would have been if he thought I was going for like, I don't know, Recover, which Blastoise doesn't even get access to. But I mean, something like that, some sort of status move where it would still be a free switch in for his Raichu, and then his Raichu would still be able to outspeed me and knock me out, stuff like that. So another win with this Mega Blastoise team. I think one thing I've kind of learned over, I mean, I can't see over the years because I haven't played competitive Pokemon for years, but one thing I've learned from playing competitive, like doubles and stuff, is sometimes it's like, or some Pokemon are so offensive that you can like make them defensive, and so that they stick around longer, but they don't really lose their offensive presence. Like, for example, if you have a Pokemon that will do 90% damage, I don't know, like a Typhlosion that'll do 90% damage to a Tauros with a Lava Plume, it's going to be a 2-hit KO whether it does 90% or whether it does 60%. So if you're always going to do more than half, you may as well make the Pokemon bulkier so that it'll stick around longer, because it'll still be a 2-hit KO. So like I bring that up because of Blastoise with the example with that Tyranitar, where even if I was max special attack, it was if I got a crit, it still would have been a 2-hit KO to knock that thing out. So since I had higher defense, I was able to stick around a little bit longer. So just something I've learned from playing Pokemon in other games. So that's why I kind of like this bulkier Mega Blastoise. I say he's really offensive because with his ability, he gets the 30% boost. So he's got good natural bulk, so you train him in that. And then his ability kind of gives him the, as if you were to EV train him, that's like the extra 30% boost you get from his ability. So that's one thing I really like about this Blastoise. He still gets decent damage off, even though he's pretty bulky. I mean, he's not he's not a tank, but he's still pretty bulky. So that's pretty much gonna be it for this battle. I don't really have much to say. Pyro again, MVP. Took out 3 of his Pokemon. Just this incredibly fast assassin, I guess you could call him. Incredibly fast Pokemon, just sending off those choice specs moves. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys get any suggestions for me, let me know. If you guys want to battle me, go ahead and let me know as well. I'm always looking for people to battle. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.